Oh, hey everybody, Andy Geshe here from Remax Solid Gold. So right about now would normally be the time that I would be creating and filming a video on some of the market activity that happened from the previous month. But unfortunately, our system is pretty broken right now as far as access to data. So this is going to be a bit of an explanation as to why I may not be able to deliver that type of information on a monthly basis anymore. But I also want to discuss how I've created opportunities and access to tools so that I can still help my clients individually, with their needs. So the first image that I have on here, and again, this might not, make perfect sense just at a glance. It's obviously part of Ontario, but the highlighted section in blue that we see here, so this is the territory that my current or my original real estate board has access to as far as the software and the data collection tools that we use. And this does consist of a bunch of different real estate boards. Again, I'm in Waterloo region, so there's a native board, closer to here, but different real estate boards kind of pool their data and then use, in this case, what they refer to as ITSO. So that would be where we'd have access to the data. So in the past, it was pretty reliable because this blue area was a lot bigger. It included areas like Guelph and Woodstock and just big fringe areas that are adjacent to where I work were included in that pool of data that I had access to. So that's where the fragmentation has come in. Showing here this map, and this one has a bunch of fancy colors on there, but just to show you, the one that we just looked at is in the bottom leftish area here. So that's the ITSO, the darkest color that you see there just in the middle. So that's where we have access to the data currently from. And as mentioned, some of the fringe areas are no longer sharing their data with us. And then we have the turquoise and yellow areas. Now, these are all now part of what's called PropTechs. So they pool their data. And again, we're not sharing that data. ITSO does not share data with PropTechs or vice versa. Wouldn't it be nice if we had a province-wide system where we had access to all of the data in one source? So for all of these reasons, it's making my ability to give you accurate monthly numbers challenging, because what we're seeing is sometimes ITSO members, again, locally, again, we're right in that area, they're posting it on that system. The listings that are coming to market, those that have sold, they're being posted through there. But what we're also seeing is that members that are from outside real estate boards that are part of PropTechs that are close enough to Waterloo region where they want to work here, again, list homes here and sell homes here, they're posting it on the PropTechs database versus the ITSO database, even though it's happening locally. So I guess technically I could pull data from ITSO and publish that, and then data from PropTechs and publish that. But what we're also seeing is that some agents and brokerages, myself included, have been forced to be member of both of those. So we're posting the data through PropTechs, and we're posting it through ITSO, which means that there's going to be some duplication, which is also going to make the data unreliable because of the duplication or missing data here or there. So for all of those reasons, it's going to be impossible for me to give you reliable information on a monthly basis, even though I have access to both of those databases, because they're not combined, and that duplication is what's going to really cloud things if I'm not careful. So I'd rather just not be inaccurate. So what does this mean for you guys? Not all that much. what it means for me as a realtor is that I've had to, again, join multiple real estate associations. So I have access to all of that data. And the reason why I've done that is so that when I have clients that are looking in Waterloo region or just beyond into some of those fringe areas, I'm going to have access to the data. And then they're looking in two different systems isn't a big deal because I can hand pick the duplicates, remove those so that my analysis on an individual basis is more reliable for the clients that I'm working with, whether it's a seller that I might have in Guelph or a seller in Waterloo or a buyer in Guelph or a buyer in Woodstock, or, just these areas where we are having to feed from both. So as a realtor, I've aligned myself where I need to, and I've invested in my business so that I have access to all of that data when I'm working for clients, and I can definitely help with that. But for those that have enjoyed my monthly videos where I'm looking more broad strokes, I'm just not able to do much for you right now. Unfortunately, I really enjoyed doing that just to see sort of where we were as a whole across the market so we could look at trends and discover where we're going and where we've been. There is hope that we will be going to one unified system at some point. I hope it's sooner than later, uh, to be determined. In the meantime, please reach out to me if I can be helpful. Again, if there's an individual need for me to bring information to you or data to you, I can do that. Again, when it's more specific, it's easier and possible. It's just the broad stroke stuff that I'm just not going to be able to help much with that on a monthly basis, unfortunately, based on how fragmented everything is. To summarize, wouldn't it be nice to have one Ontario-wide system? I think so. I'm sure the consumers would benefit as well as a result of that. But in the meantime, I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to hearing from you. If I can be helpful in any way, you just let me know, and we will chat then.